2008, you move out to LA, and the next year you take a job with Palos Verdes in 2009. What were your initial reactions to lacrosse in Southern California, and how have you seen the game grow?
Yeah, my initial response was it kind of reminded me a lot where when I first started playing in Northern Virginia, where it was kind of just starting up or just growing. You kind of had like the bruiser football athletes who were playing, and then you had like the quote unquote like stoner crew. And there were a couple times where I it just I had to start getting used to like the refereeing, which I ended up getting a lot better at. But that was a nice wake up call for me. And then my two favorite stories are like I'm an assistant coach to Lane Jaffe at the time, and we have a kid just like show up super late, and like it's just like mind boggling to me, like a kid just like walking up late like soaking wet, and he's just like, oh, sorry coach, the waves were so good I just couldn't make it on time. And I'm just like what is going on right now, and then so what another anecdotal story. Oh yeah, I had a kid text me and said he couldn't make it to practice because he had glass blowing club. And I was like, "Wait, I'm like, you guys making bongs at these public schools? What's going on right now, man?" So it was honestly stereotypically like what I thought it would be, like a little bit of the surfer culture kind of weaved its way or spilled over into lacrosse. A lot of those extreme sport athletes, like we had some really good like BMX guys and like motocross guys who like played lacrosse as well, and just loved the physicality and fastness of it. And then we also had some really good players, like having a guy like Zach Rogers, who's just an built like Zeus and ridiculous hands, and ended up going and starting 4 years at Providence and being a captain there. So we got a little bit of both in my first year or two with PV.